This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey, Doug here.
Greg.
And this is Mike.
And we are the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast and part of the Off the Tongue podcast network, where you can also find the Greener Grass podcast, Teach a Dummy podcast, Skate Ohio podcast, and the original Copycast podcast, all found anywhere you find your podcasts. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am pumped. We're at the end of January, or getting close to the end of January.
I didn't know your name was Pumped.
I am pumped.
I pumped.
Oh, that was a horrible dad joke.
Yes, it was.
I apologize. We started. Hopefully, we're going to get funnier. I don't know, though. That may be the high point. That may be
could have been the funniest thing.
And good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. No. All right. Well, we're going to start off here pretty quick. I think, Greg, no, nothing.
Yeah, so I've got nothing on the intro.
Mike, you had a couple little. Did you have a couple little things in the intro or not today?
No, not today.
All right. So tonight, nothing right up front. So we're going to start in. Mike's got some
gripes. Can you believe it?
That is the first, I think.
I think it is.
If we thought about it, we probably could, but I don't feel like it. So.
Yeah, I probably could.
We
I'm
got
mellow today.
We got quite a bit of Facebook stuff and also some ads and products. And then I found some slang. We're going to go over some old slang or maybe some newer slang, some stuff that I found that we should try to bring back. I know I got 10 or 12 slang words. We'll go over those. I'll see if you guys know what they are.
Okay.
So let's start it up.
All
We're
right.
gonna jump right in.
Well, I'll start out with a couple of Facebook things.
All right.
The first thing is just
this isn't influencer or number of clicks, is it? Because
it
last week you
either.
had said you were done. You were done
and
with that.
I started a news story on Fox yesterday. It said influencer. I clicked it back to previous. I didn't even read it.
You know what? I clicked on a Fox News story 2 days ago, and it asked me for my email. I hit X. I'm like, I'm out. I don't know. I kind of wanted to know what it was because I thought that might be kind of fun to talk about on the podcast, and it made me so mad. I just clicked like,
I know it's going to limit me.
We'll find something else.
Yeah, it's going to limit me a little bit, and who knows? I'll probably break the rule, but right now I'm trying to stick to it. But anyways, so my first Facebook thing tonight is there's just this little video. I'm going to show you two. It's real quick if I can get it to go.
For those listening, feel free to watch.
Sign,
keep along.
And then there's another sign on the door.
Okay.
So the first sign is for a video surveillance system. It's a camera system. This is on the little small park we have downtown.
Okay.
And it's by the bathrooms. The sign is there, and now it goes to another person. And so it shows you the first sign. Then the sign on the door says closed due to damage from vandalism. And it's right next to the surveillance camera. So
it did not detour.
So the surveillance camera did Zippo. It did not keep detour anybody from.
No, it might have videoed them doing it, but it just doesn't stop them.
Well, yeah, I've heard that would have been in the police reports probably then. Bathroom vandals, somebody's name. Okay, this next one is somebody on Indigo Street. Our town, whenever there's like power outages and things like that, everybody always puts on, our power's out. Do you know what went on? This person we live over on Indigo, and we lost power for about 10 seconds just now. Anyone else? 10 seconds. You don't have time to put that thing on Facebook.
Well, they got that in the clipboard, so as soon as it happens, it's hit press paste, boom.
Yeah, they got a function key and power out.
A
10
macro
seconds.
Programmed in. That's old school.
Yeah, and somebody said, yes, we heard a huge boom and our Wi-Fi went out. Just their Wi-Fi.
Now, if that had been over in our neighborhood, a huge boom, people are going to the bomb shelter. What happened?
Gunshots.
There's a gang war. It's like we're in the middle of the country, in the cornfield. There's nothing.
And all these people replied, yep, we did. It's 10 seconds. I mean,
yeah,
it's a blip.
Well, Greg, you know what happened? The Wi-Fi went out. That is the end of the world. It doesn't matter if it's 10 seconds or 10 days.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi's out? Are you kidding me? That is a crisis.
Yes.
You don't have Wi-Fi for 10 seconds? That is insane.
You wouldn't have your 10 seconds to post this.
I can't even believe they survived.
I can't either. They may have lost one or two people.
They're probably looking for a new internet provider.
Probably are.
And then the last one is just, I think somebody being sarcastic about the way, after that last story, this person's sarcasm is very, an unknown stranger just used my parents' driveway to turn around. Should I move my parents to a safer town?
Could you have a known stranger? Aren't all strangers unknown?
I guess.
Would
Maybe
you know
they
the
come a
stranger?
lot. You don't
Well,
know
you'd
them.
still be an unknown stranger.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just kind of like this sarcasm.
My
though.
unknown stranger. Like, all
Yeah.
right. I think that's redundant.
Yeah.
That's going to play, and that's what some of my gripes, or not gripes, but ad stuff is using superfluous adjectives to make things
obvious things.
or to make it sound better. That's like you're just throwing fluffy words in that.
Yeah.
That doesn't really make the product better. But
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice how I use superfluous.
I
love that.
I was going to say fluffy to describe words, but so yeah. And then somebody commented, "Start packing now. Boxes and heat. It's all downhill from this point." So people then just got
Boxes, what?
jumped on the They said boxes and heat. I don't know what heat
In heat or
And
oh, I
heat.
think it boxes in heat.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
never
scares
seen
me.
them.
I don't know what that is. But I don't know if I want it. Maybe I do, but I don't know what it is.
That's
I
how
need
we
to know
get new
what.
boxes.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was all.
It's box
Just
season coming
Yeah.
up. Oh, have little baby boxes running all over.
but yeah, I like the 10-second power outage. That was,
That is an existential crisis.
yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, all right, Mike.
All right. Well, okay, 'cause so I got some Facebook stuff here as well. And over here in the Midwest, it is cold. It is that time of year. This is the first post I got here. Shoveling. I've seen this post.
What's she doing?
Okay.
Am I on the right one?
Yes. It says ice removal hack. Have you tried this one? This was a video. It was of a lady who's got a snowblower. Or not a snowblower.
A leaf blower?
leaf
Back?
blower.
Oh,
A leaf blower. Leaf
okay.
blower. So she's got the leaf blower, and what she's doing is she has a spatula in her other hand. She's using the spatula to lift up the ice, and the leaf blower is blowing air underneath the lifted up portions of the ice.
It's making a nice bubble under the ice.
Yes, and you notice how the ice is still on the driveway. It's not going anywhere.
I'm sure
She's
she heard.
breaking them up like in little 3-inch squares. You have nothing to do for the next 72 hours. Go out there with a spatula.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure she's heard somewhere that people blow the snow off their driveway with snow blowers. Well, that's if you got a light, fluffy snow, not a inch of ice.
Yeah. I love the cheap plastic spatula. That is the ice removal tool.
Yeah, I think you need a little, like, at least a metal one, right?
I can't believe, like, I would just never, if I did this and my neighbors saw me doing this, I just would never go outside.
And I'd want one of those big, like, pancake spatulas, the big ones.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
this
real
is,
wide,
yeah.
not just the normal
Well,
spatula.
I want the big metal chipping stick, it's kind of like a hoe, but it's got a flat blade, you
Yeah.
know, and you just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Not this plastic.
I think we call
This
that
is not
straight hoe.
the snow. That's right. The
Not to
snow
be confused with
blower
your
is
stupid
like,
hoe.
yeah.
Oh.
I want a smart hoe. So
Yeah,
That's
no,
funny.
it's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
she's going to be out there long. She may still be out there doing this.
Well, this was from December 23rd of 23, and we're almost at the end of January. I bet she still is.
Yeah, she's still
That's
out
as
there.
far as she's gotten. This is the picture. She started in December. This is now.
Well, she might have started over there on the closer to the the garage. Like,
Yeah.
So she's made, a foot and a half of progress.
Not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad.
Well, my next post here. This is speaking of
yes.
snow removal. It's a post that says, "Does anyone have snow removal availability tonight?" And you'll never guess what the background is on this one.
Infamous background.
It is the birthday party, birthday cake background.
Maybe it's her birthday and no one can get there because they're snowed in and she's upset.
Oh,
true.
that could be.
I
Or
was
maybe
thinking-
she's wishing, she's blowing the candles out. I'm wishing for snow removal.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking that was going to be her birthday party with snow.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
She should have included snow in the picture somewhere.
Yeah.
To relate
Yeah.
the snow to the birthday party.
It's a bring your own shovel party.
yeah.
So,
or
bring your
your
shovel.
little scraper
Or
or snowblower.
or your spatula, whatever
Yeah.
you prefer. So you have to have the incorrect background there on your post.
Jeez.
All right, so here I almost feel bad because I know that this person's got to be like 80, 90 years old and doesn't really know how to use Facebook. But
I don't know what this is. I don't know what was canceled.
all right, so
Or am I just not reading it? Go
I'll
ahead.
read the
Go
post,
ahead.
You're reading it right.
Maybe I'm confused.
The post says, because of the bad weather this week,
Okay.
we have decided to cancel euchre
That's a card game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
and hand and foot.
That's hand and foot.
Isn't that a sickness?
I thought that
What?
was a disease.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're
Hand, foot,
canceling it
mouth.
because of the weather.
Or your hand and foot is canceled.
Oh, maybe.
Not both of them. It's not hands and feet. So you've still got. Well, they cancel it hand and foot. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Not. So it says they're canceling it, and then I love this
love-
part at the end. Please let me know you saw this post.
I'm going to count. I didn't see this. I did not see this post. I did not see it. How can I type? My hand was canceled.
Well, and this is so just even for a little bit another layer of context. This was posted in the overall Washington page, so all of the city of Washington members on Facebook see this page, right?
Yeah.
There is no reference at all. If you have no idea what this is for, you have no idea
It
what's
doesn't
going on.
specify
No, it's not like
whose
that-
euchre game is canceled.
You know, at the American Legion or
Right.
the United Methodist Church or whatever. It's just like, nope, just the euchre game for tonight.
It's our families get together. We're canceling the
Ethel
family.
and Stan's euchre game has been canceled, and their foot and hand. I
Well,
don't
maybe
know
the
why.
hand and foot is somewhere else.
Maybe they lost their hand and foot in the ice cold and snow.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to play euchre without a hand.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the foot. I'm not sure what that.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have a hand, if you have a foot, you can. But if you lose both, that's hard. That is tough.
It's one because not
Yeah.
hands and feet.
Yep,
it's
that is
hand
correct.
and foot.
It's this
Yeah.
one.
I like how, too, it had one of the crying faced reactions. So someone is very sad that euchre, hand, and foot got canceled. So, well, there's that one.
I hate when hand and foot gets canceled.
I know, me too. It's just a bummer.
Yeah.
The next one, this is my gripe. Every time we have one of these videos, I have to throw one of these in there too. It says, have a slow bathroom sink. Need a plumber today. Well, maybe here's a suggestion. Call a plumber.
Oh, the next question would be, who's a good plumber in Washington? I
Yeah.
mean, they'll start listing every plumber that's in Washington
Yeah.
then.
Yes.
3 days later, it'll still say, still don't have a plumber. Yeah, have you called anybody? I put it on Facebook.
Don't
My
they-
bathroom stink is still not working.
Don't they just show up? I put it. Yeah, I put it on Facebook.
And my hand and
hate
foot's
it.
not working either.
No, it's not.
I hate these type of posts. Honestly, those probably annoy me more than anything else. So that's about it with that one, though. Now here I have a little bit of setup here for the next two. So I still get these suggested for you pages, right? Like as I scroll through Facebook, there will be pages
Yeah.
that's my favorite one personally, I think, is probably the toilets with threatening auras.
This one is
This one's pretty good.
something.
So this is the Guinness World Records Facebook page. So this one got suggested for me. And the video that it suggested for me was the fastest time to put on 10 pairs of underpants.
Well, how is that a Guinness Book of World? See, they've watered this down so much. It used to be back in the day. The Guinness Book of World Records was a coveted book. I always tried to get.
Oh, I know.
They had
I loved
cool
it.
things on there, like the guy that could lift the most, or the fattest twins. They'd be riding a motorcycle or something.
Yeah. Well, this guy, his name is, what's his name? Nicholas Manning. It looks like from Australia, maybe.
At first, I thought
can't
this was going
tell
to be
where
the
that's
least number of people on a cell phone
from.
because there's only one guy with a cell phone there.
Yeah. He put on 10 pairs of underpants in 13.03 seconds.
Ooh, Nicholas.
So-
And does that? I mean, what kind? Is it boxers, briefs, bikinis?
Well, they look like boxers, kind
He's got
of.
the 10 pairs of underpants lined up in a row.
And is he wearing? It looks like he's got shorts on. Now, to me, it's like, no, you need to start.
Naked.
Yeah.
I love the
And why
people-
would you put? Why do they stop at 10? I guess I don't.
I don't know.
This is a weird record.
And is there
It
a
is.
required underwear type, like you said? Could you
I-
do bikini bottoms?
Well,
Could you
I
do?
think you've got to
know.
have a genre. I mean, different categories,
yeah,
don't you?
yeah, I would think
'Cause
so.
boxers are gonna be
Classes.
different.
You got classes.
Boxers
I'm
are
in the
going to be
boxer
different
class.
than the bikini or the
right.
thong
Yeah, or the tidy
because
whities.
they're tight. And those songs, you go pull them up to, they're going to roll up on you. Now you got to try to unroll it.
Might give yourself a wedgie while you're doing
Well,
it.
if you're wearing a thong, you're going to have a wedgie. Period.
Well, I love to
The fastest to give yourself 10 wedgies, 13 seconds.
Yeah. The community support for this guy is incredible. The four people standing behind him.
Four
And
people.
The community really came out to support him.
Imagine that's your family. Go, Nick, go, Nick. Like, wouldn't even tell anybody. What are you doing? Oh, my son's doing. What's he doing? It doesn't matter.
It's a world record. He's going for a world record.
And this is the solo event. Do they have like the couples or the pairs where they're going against each other to see who can put them on the fastest?
I don't know. I love to.
It could be a whole underwear like day, like all the different
Underwear
like
day.
almost like track and field events. They have different underwear events.
No, I'm sure that exists out there somewhere. Honestly,
Best wedgie.
Yeah. I love too that he took up a park. He's like doing this on a basketball court somewhere at his local park.
There's some sad kids.
You just want to play basketball.
Sorry, kids. We are trying to set a world record. You know what? You may want to watch this, take this in. You're going to want to write this date down when you know where were you when this happened.
I'll be done in about 15 seconds.
I'll be signing autographs after this.
Any other context with some guy shows up with 10 pairs of underwear to a public park, the cops are being called. But
takes them off, signs them, hands them to the kids. I don't want your gross underwear.
This is history, kids. So I've got another world record.
I was going to say real quick, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I hope the people standing watching aren't the next contestants.
They don't look like contestants.
I think it's going to take them a little longer than 13 seconds to be putting on their underwear.
I don't think the ones he's got are going to fit.
No, they'd be taking up half the court with those underwear. That'd be some big. They got some. You'd have some big underwear to fill. With those.
These look like the people that sat next to me at the Weird Al concert.
they do.
Oh goodness! Well, I've got another world record.
I think you could fit all 10 of those on that guy's one leg. I think one leg would take up the 10. I don't know if you're kidding. Sorry, Mike.
No, you're good.
You've started like 3 times and we keep interrupting. So
say whenever you guys are done, I'll move on.
Go ahead.
So the other world record that is suggested to me was most glass bottles trapped with a slinky in 1 minute. 41 by Wu. I can't even say his name.
Wu Wang.
So yeah, he went around and he had some glass bottles.
So are all the bottles in the slinky at the same time?
No, so he went one by one. So he took his slinky and he like rolled his slinky. So one end went over the top of a glass water bottle, pulled it back up, moved to the next bottle.
It didn't like go over the bottle and then flip over.
Yeah, I want the slinky to automatically go. If he's just whipping a slinky down and
yeah. One by one.
We're wanging it over the bottles or whatever.
And I see he's in the plastic slinky class. There's probably a metal slinky class.
Well, I don't even acknowledge the plastic.
No, because the metal is the
that's an
slinky.
asterisk. It's like if you're not using the metal slinky, I don't even want to talk to you. This is not a world record. I'm done. I'm done with
note
it.
at the bottom of the page says, this was accomplished by plastic slinky.
Plastic. Yeah. Glass bottles trapped with a slinky and then in quotes plastic or parentheses
plastic.
Yeah.
I wonder if when he was a baby, he like had his baby bottle and he had a slinky and he started, hey, I could make a career out of this.
I just wanted, with both of these, like Doug said earlier, who even thinks of these? Like,
who was the guy that did 40 and he's like, crap?
He's got to come back stronger next time. I mean, who even cares about this? I guess that's one of my things.
Yeah.
Like, what's even the point?
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody does. You shouldn't.
It's the weirdest stuff, but all right. So anyway, here was a local superhero who came into Washington to celebrate Christmas.
I like he's got the car.
Yeah. So it says, stop by the square and wish Batman a Merry Christmas. So some guy dressed up as Batman in the Batmobile.
Well, Batman is the symbol of Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Abraham Lincoln is.
There's a song, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Robin wasn't here, though.
No.
So.
Well, he's laying an egg.
Yeah, that's true.
The Batmobile still has its wheels, though. So the song may not be accurate. I don't know.
Well, what was Abraham Lincoln? Was that Valentine's Day or what was he?
No, that was Christmas.
Was it Christmas?
That was a couple years ago.
That was for the Morton Parade.
Oh, right.
You could meet
Pekin.
Huh?
Wasn't that in Pekin?
Wasn't he on the train tracks? He was taking
Wasn't
the
it
train.
in Pekin? I thought it was in the new Morton Parade. You could meet.
Oh, see, I thought you brought that in.
I
thought you brought an ad in from a.
It could be. It could be.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I think we put him on the train, even if he wasn't. I think we hit him.
Yeah. Well, now we've got Abraham Lincoln. You can chat it up with at Christmas. Batman. I mean, Christmas brings out all of our heroes.
I don't like his Merry Xmas sign.
No, go Christmas. Come on, go old school Batman. Yeah. And does he just park it up on the square and wave?
Yeah, it looks like that's what's going on.
He's just there.
I haven't seen Batman do that before, so I think this was a first for him.
When it says stop at the square and wish, but it's not affiliated with like a store or anything. Is it just this
No,
dude?
it's
Hey,
just
come up and wish me Merry Christmas.
Well, yeah, they're commanding
I'm Batman.
you. They're commanding you to do it. Go up and wish Batman a Merry Christmas. He should be doing the wishing.
Yeah, why don't you drive around town and stop and tell people Merry Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Batman.
Give out little Batman toys and stuff. I mean, nope.
Yeah.
You got to go wish him a Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
I don't-
Maybe
Well,
he's
okay.
sad. Maybe he's sad, and you got to go wish him a Merry Christmas.
The Batmobile doesn't get quite the mileage it used to anymore. So, he's got to
He's got to park it.
Yeah, he's got to station himself in a central location. So, next one I had, this was a lost dog.
Oh.
It's a lost dog. A little dog here. I think he's some sort of a little French bulldog or something.
kind of looks that way.
It says, please call the sheriff's department if you see him in the area or around town. Send me a message. I just imagine the sheriff's department puts out a warrant for this dog's arrest or something. The sheriff's department.
Don't call the dog
Not
pound.
animal control, not the owner, the sheriff's department.
Yeah. 911, what's your emergency? I saw the dog. Well, they don't even tell the name. What dog? How am I supposed to tell it? What
Yeah,
dog are you
good
talking
question.
about? On Facebook. It said if you see the dog, call the sheriff.
That was one of my points, too. I'm not even sure. I don't understand the sheriff's department part of it. I think there are other people you could call.
Did it tell the town they were in? I know we've
It's
obscured it, but
it's Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our local community here, so.
I like it says if you see him in the area or around town. He's just out,
Yeah.
well, wouldn't again from this, if it's in my town's site, in the area
It-
would be around town.
You would think.
Where else would it?
I didn't see him
I would
here in
just say
Morton.
again.
but-
I would just say around town.
yeah.
Because I don't know where you're living. I don't know what area you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the Washington page.
Yes.
Wouldn't you just put, if you've seen this
Lost
dog?
dog. If you see this town, dog around town, please contact whatever.
I don't know if you need it around town. If you see this dog, let me know.
I just love the thought of the sheriff department or police department sending out multiple patrols just
Yeah.
looking for a dog.
Yeah.
Got nothing else better to do. So
I picture a cop car going by, and as it goes by, this dog tick, 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 runs
Yeah.
across,
Yeah.
gets behind the bush again.
yeah. Well, they don't want him to fall in with Bones crowd.
You'll never,
Because-
yes.
Yeah.
You'll never take me alive.
He'll be wanting
copper.
the good cheddar from then on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, he will.
So we need the sheriff's department to get him ASAP. So the next post, it says, flawless construction outdoing decks. If interested, contact Josh. Thank you. Who is Josh? How do I contact him? What if
no.
I want a deck?
Again, this is just in the Washington Strong. It's not like a company's page. No phone number. No nothing.
I don't know who Josh is. How do I contact Josh? I don't understand.
And I don't know. It doesn't look like, but is it like the name of the construction company, Flawless? But it doesn't
Yes,
look like.
I
It
think
looks like
so.
it's like, Flawless Construction.
I don't know. I'm just confused all the way around.
Yeah, it is.
I want a deck, but I cannot contact
Just
Josh.
go to Facebook, type Josh, and then put I need
I need a deck.
Post, and then wait.
Josh just shows up at that point.
Maybe in 2 days you walk out. I got it. Wow, my deck's done.
And it's flawless.
This is flawless. That's amazing.
Thank you, Josh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if you're going to put stuff on Facebook, can you at least think it out like 5 seconds before you press post? That's all I ask. So the next one, I don't know what Facebook thinks. I have some sort of obsession with pork tenderloin sandwiches.
Well, I think they tied this one into the Guinness Book of World Records.
It looks like it would be. I got another post here that says pursuing pork tenderloin sandwiches, and this is a group suggested from. I don't know why I keep suggesting pork tenderloin sandwich groups, and why are there multiple pork
I
tenderloin?
was saying
sandwich
this isn't
groups?
even the first one.
No, it's a different
That's what's
one.
funny. It's not like there is one. No, this is. Here's another one.
It's a completely
You
different.
didn't like that one first one? Here. Keep going. I got a handful. I'll just keep throwing them at you till you say till you like one.
That is a giant
This is a
tenderloin
monster tenderloin. Yes,
It is a monster tenderloin.
with 2 slices of cheese on a
Yeah,
plate.
I love this, the spare cheese on the side.
And I like how it's pursuing. It's kind of like you'll never achieve it, but you can pursue. I just can't get the pork tenderloin sandwich. I keep showing up. You got the pork tenderloins? Oh, it just left. No! not again.
I think this needs to be on the Food Network.
And the
Pursuing
bun
pork
takes up about a tenth of it.
Mike Gennard pursuing pork tenderloin sandwiches. And it's always you just getting there right after. You never get it. You never see it. You see the crumbs. Picture of the guy who just ate it. Oh,
Yeah.
that was here.
Yeah,
Keep pursuing.
Yeah, that was yesterday's special.
No.
So anyway, this gentleman here, he got a monster pork tenderloin sandwich. So good for him. He
giant.
pursued and he won.
He won.
All right.
It's as big as that tray.
It really is, honestly. It is a massive pork tenderloin sandwich. So the next post, this is in my neighborhood page, and I'm just going to read it. So it says, I am not intending to call anyone out.
But I'm gonna.
They say, I'm simply sharing our truthful experience with an on.
Whenever somebody starts anything like that, you know, okay,
Yeah.
here it comes. Yeah, listen, I don't mean anything bad. Okay, here we go. But you're going to unload on me, so go ahead.
You might be disappointed in that front
Oh,
with
no.
this post. It says, I'm simply sharing our truthful experience
Here you go. You're going to crap on my point right here with
an ongoing issue. Now, there's a lot of hype to this issue. Let's see what it is. It says, I believe that this was a space where we could come together to aid the community. I don't see anything wrong with expressing our concerns. However, due to this, I've decided to leave this page.
So they don't even say what the issue is.
No, I have no idea what the issue
Okay,
is.
I'm not. Hang on. Yeah, now I'm confused. I'm not intending to call anyone out. I'm simply sharing our truthful experience. With
Well, they
an
didn't call
ongoing
anyone
issue.
out.
No, that
I believe this was a space where we could come together to aid the community. I don't see anything wrong with expressing our concerns. So did the community? Did somebody need aid?
I don't know. And so just for a little bit of background information, I searched in this group and in other groups this person, and there was no other posts. There was nothing else.
Maybe that's it. They're mad. No one posted to them.
So, but they decided to leave this page. They made their minds known that they were leaving, and they announced it due to their concerns.
Oh, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with expressing our concerns. However, due to this, I've decided to leave this page. Due to what?
I don't know.
Expressing concerns or
I don't know. I have no idea. There's no context here at all.
wow.
But I love to, like, this reminds me of that, I think it was a Geico, or maybe a Progressive commercial, where the three old ladies are, like, sitting around, and
Yeah.
I like this. And the one's like, that's not how this works. You don't have to announce that you're leaving the page.
Yeah.
Like, it's not how it works. You just leave the page, don't make a ceremony out of it, especially when nobody has any idea what's going on.
They want people to know they left, though.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a big loss to our community page here on Facebook, but
Yeah.
somehow we'll get through it. The next post I had, this says, the balloon from yesterday is sitting in my garage. It is filled with helium and doesn't have any owner info on it. Does anyone want to claim it? It's a giant red
It
balloon
is a giant balloon.
next to a inflatable Santa.
I'd say, is there a lot
deflated.
of balloons with info, or you just have a balloon?
I always put info on my
Well, I
balloons.
know you do.
If lost, please, or if
Contact.
found, please
Please
contact Greg Daniel. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know there was a giant red balloon just floating around.
Well, there's not anymore.
No, that's
Or if you need one, you could just say, "Oh, that's my balloon."
Yeah. Doesn't have any owner info on it. I'm going to start putting tags on my balloons now.
I like anyone want to claim it. Like, does anyone want to claim this? Even if it's not yours, claim it.
Like, yeah, I guess you don't have to hold on to the balloon. You can let the balloon go, I suppose. But
Yeah.
apparently, it was just floating around yesterday, so.
Wonder how
I
they
don't
tracked
know.
it.
Maybe it was a spy balloon. I think it was spying.
It could have been. It's a Chinese balloon.
Yeah. So this next post, almost to the end here, it says, why does our water smell musty? I drink a lot of it, and recently it's been funky.
Funky water,
Funky.
Funky water.
funky musty water.
I imagine when they say, I drink a lot of it, and recently it's been funky, I imagine it that they're still drinking the water, even though it
Sounds like
smells
it.
musty and probably a little off-putting. It sounds
Maybe-
like they've been powering through and still
Yeah.
drinking the
Maybe
water.
lay off of it for a little bit and
That might be a good idea.
or run it through a Brita filter and
something.
clean it up a little.
Anything.
Yeah,
I don't know. It sounds like, yeah, they're still drinking the musty water. I don't think that's good.
This will happen in our town every once in a while, and people will start posting pictures of water in their bathtubs, and it's a little discolored, and they're griping about it, and yeah, it's like becomes a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
But they also gripe about 10-second power outages.
Well, yeah.
So
anything you can have. So last one I got here, it says, and there's multiple layers to this, but it says, does anyone want these before I throw them in the woods?
These rotten, and there's a pile of rotten pumpkins.
I
Yes.
think they should drop them in Sunnyland in a ditch.
Well,
It says,
that's where they're going.
yeah, in between ICC and Quail Meadows and EP.
Yeah, they're bringing into my neighborhood to the ravine to join the concrete. And
Doug will go out in his
the,
yard and there'll be pumpkins sitting there.
Yeah.
bring your garbage to my neighborhood and chuck it in there.
The picture itself, so for context, Doug, he did call out the rotting pile of about 5 or 6 pumpkins on the curb. But then behind that is all the Christmas stuff. So
Yeah.
these pumpkins have been sitting out for months.
There's a sled leaned against the tree.
I love the contradiction of the pumpkins out front and the Christmas decorations right behind the pumpkins. It is such an awful look.
Who would want these? Why would you think somebody might want these? I'll put these out there.
I love
I'm
taking
going to put it on a marketplace.
rotten pumpkins off of people's hands. It's
Yeah.
like, why?
What are they going to do with it? What is anybody going to do with it? Yeah, I'll take them. I'll throw them in a ravine.
Yeah,
What are you going to do?
the next ad you're going to see for this house, there's going to be a TV sitting there, like a old tube one. Before I throw this into the woods, does anybody want it?
Yeah.
This is. Why would you say you're going to throw these into the woods?
People announce it on these pages. I mean, they throw their concrete slabs.
Well, one person
pumpkins.
set their printer free at the park. They put it at the park. Like, why would you take a printer to the park?
Waste into the wild.
The wild
free, you know
HP.
Yeah. I don't know.
Next thing
It's
the
weird.
hawk grabs it and takes off. Yeah. And that's how it always is with the little animals. They fix them all up, then the hawk takes it away. Like, oh no.
Those will still be sitting there next Halloween. They'll be look like raisins.
Oh, gross. Yeah.
Just put them in a garbage bag, throw them away.
Yeah.
And meanward, they'll still decorate for every other holiday.
Yeah.
But yeah. The pumpkins will
but
still
those
be
will
there on
still
the
be
curb.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's just sad.
Those are
Anyway.
the Christmas pumpkins.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Christmas pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And they will be the Valentine pumpkins.
Yes.
And then the Easter pumpkins.
Inevitably.
I don't think you'll have a good Valentine if you're throwing them pumpkins out there into the, to the
No.
mix. Maybe, but I don't think so.
Well, that's all I got.
All right. Well, let's move on to some product stuff here. The first one, and I have seen this commercial a lot. We watch a lot of different streaming services. Pluto. It seems like Pluto, they run like 3 ads on heavy
yeah.
rotation. Now, I know I'm going to gripe about free service, but still.
But still, they can have the ads.
Have you guys
but
ever heard of Skunky? Have you seen
No.
that commercial?
I have not.
No.
Feeling funky? Get Skunky. It's this wipe that you take. So if you are out and you're working or you go to the gym and you don't have time to take a shower, you wet this thing. It's portable hygiene, it says. You wet it down and it soap up whatever stinky and then wipe it off with a towel. But it's more than my wife's like, why would they name it Skunky?
Yeah, that doesn't
If I said,
sound...
I feel, wouldn't you name it? I know it rhymes with funky, and so you
Yeah.
wanted to do the whole feeling funky, get skunky, but
Right.
it doesn't make me want to
No,
use your
I-
product.
no.
Because I feel like I'm going to stink when I'm done.
Yeah.
You want a skunky wipe? Like, no.
No,
not
I
really.
think I'll pass.
Yeah, I
And if your
should.
water's funky, you can get funky, skunky.
Musty, skunky, funky. It's disgusting. Oh my goodness. So anyway, yeah, so that was it. I just, the name of the skunky, it's weird.
Yeah. Marketing could have done something a little bit better.
Yeah.
Sure.
The next one I want to talk about, I've seen this commercial several times. It's kind of let's just say sister product, let's say brother product, or something we've talked about before. Mando. Have you seen the commercials for Mando?
I feel like I have. You're going to have to refresh my memory, though. What is it?
Well, it's related to Lumi. Do we remember Lumi?
Oh, yeah.
The all over body deodorant for
Yep.
women, and they did the crotch smell test where your crotch won't smell for 72 hours or whatever it is. It was at a 10, and then they put that on it's at a 0. But
Oh,
well,
I did see this commercial because I commented to Lori that Disney's going to sue him for the Mandalorian.
Yeah, they well, it's Mando. And their whole thing is smell better naked, 72-hour odor control. So it's kind of the same thing for men. They've got a cream, they've got a solid deodorant. But one of the things that I noticed with it, they put it out there. So they've got the Mando. It says there's a couple things. First, on one of the commercials, it says, she's going through the whole product. You can put it. It says you can put this on your pits, your butt, everything. It says, anywhere you have body odor and don't want it. I feel like you don't need the and don't want it. Is there a place that I got stinky elbow, but I kind of like that one. I've had that for a long time. I like my stinky elbow. I don't want the butt stink or the private stink or the pit stink. Like just put.
Do you rub it on your feet?
You can put it anywhere.
Anywhere
Greg,
you don't want it.
You can rub it on anything you have. It says you can put it anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. And, but one of the things I did, one of the advertisements I did see online when I was doing this, it went through and it told, like, it says, if you used it on your pit, 8 times less smell after like 24 hours. And it said on your privates, 5 times less smell. But I got to thinking, I remember when they did the women's, they did the crotch and it was like 0 smell. But the men's was only 5 times less because we've got that manly musk. It's a little pungent. It's a little hard. You're not going to get that to 0. Gets it down to 5 times less, but we cannot get to 0. Sorry.
Yeah, can't get it down
How
to
do
the
you
women's level.
quantify?
There again.
Yeah, sorry.
Man, you gotta have people smelling. Let's have the non-deodorized crotch. Bring it up here, Mike. Now get a good whiff. We gotta establish what's a 10, what's a 0. Now, this guy's going to go play basketball for 24 hours. Now he's going to come back in.
But he's going to put Mando on.
It's not as bad. It still stinks, but not as bad.
It's about 5 times less.
5 times less. That's right. How about his pits? Wow, that's 8 times less stinky.
Yeah, easily.
It's still a little, but not. I mean, it's better than the crotch. The pit smell is much better than the crotch.
Yeah, I'm not participating in that trial.
No,
thanks. Me neither. So that was with those two. I don't know. I just thought the one that really got me was use anywhere you have body odor and don't want it. Like, okay. Well, I never want body odor, but
gee, thanks. I never thought about using deodorant that way.
But maybe there are some people anymore. It's weird. Maybe there are some people that really enjoy it. I love my body odor. All right. And then after that, I got a couple things here. There's a product. We've talked about this kind of stuff before. This was at Costco. They're Kirkland. They're peanuts.
Yes.
The big 10 of them.
Yes, a big 10.
Super extra large peanuts. Not just large. Not just extra large. They're super extra large.
Well, it's Costco. So.
See, to me,
checks out.
To me, I feel I need some kind of a tape, some kind of a measuring device. What's large? So I can say what's extra
super?
large. What is super extra large?
It's got one nut in the can.
What I said, put off a 10-pound peanut. Let me put that. Oh, jeez. All right, let me get cut you off. How much of this peanut you want, Greg? Super extra large. Well, you like the super extra large nuts. They're here.
These are the Virginia variety.
Ooh, yeah, super extra large.
Virginia must have super extra large.
Oh, they got huge peanuts. They're giant down there. So there was that one. The next thing.
Oh, I see where this one's going.
The next item. There is a theme. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I bought these because, I like to we make trail mix or
We
whatever.
had these too.
Well, I got a question. Again, Kirkland brand. I got the salted mixed nuts. But these are extra fancy salted mixed nuts.
I wore a tux when I ate them.
All right, my question again. I need some kind of context to this because what makes your nuts fancy?
Well, fancy or
usually,
extra fancy.
Usually it's Mando.
I like my nuts fancy. Mando. Well, then how do I get them extra fancy?
You just put more Mando. I don't know.
They're 8 times off. See, that's the extra fancy nuts. What you doing to get your nuts fancy? And then not only, you know what? Somebody could probably complain, they're fancy, but
Are they extra fancy?
I did not get the
we
extra
could still go. We could do more. We could do more.
Super extra fancy.
Come on, research and development. Get on it. Come back. All right, extra fancy nuts.
Yeah.
Can we marry
wonder if
these
you
up
can-
with super large
I
extra
was going to
fancy?
say, you get one large extra
Oh,
fancy.
extra fancy though. It's really, really something.
He's got a top hat.
Would you like to see my large extra
bow
fancy
tie.
nuts?
Yeah.
I got some beautiful large extra fancy nuts here. They're wonderful. People comment about how they love them all the time. They can't keep from looking at them. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I will never be able to go back to just the fancy ones.
Oh, I won't. I've been ruined.
Now that I've had extra fancy
You start
Once
talking.
you have fancy nuts, you cannot go
Yeah.
back.
to a regular nut.
No, you need extra fancy.
Yes.
You can't go back to just even fancy.
Yeah, just fancy's not even.
That's not even good enough.
You start
They
talking.
must
with,
be extra
An
fancy.
English accent after you start eating. Yes, quite. I do say.
All right. The last
wear a
thing.
monocle while you're eating.
Yeah. The last thing that I have, this isn't really a product.
Oh, I've
it's
seen
not a
this
product
sign.
at all. It's a sign. And they have this sign all over the school. I mean, it's all over the school.
Oh, it's
same
on the
sign.
bank too downtown.
Oh, well, then maybe it's a whole maybe it's a whole Morton thing.
Could be.
But it's a no skateboarding sign. But it says absolutely no skateboarding allowed. I feel like you don't need the
They're very
absolutely.
adamant.
Once you say no skateboarding allowed, that's it. There's none.
Yeah.
What about a little? No skateboard. What if I skateboarded like on the side of the side? Well, no skateboarding allowed. Like absolutely no skateboarding.
Kid goes by on a skateboard and the cop stops and he goes, I was not absolutely skateboarding.
No.
I was just plain skateboarding.
Well, the next time I'm going to, if I get pulled over by a cop for speeding, I'm going to say, well, that sign does not say absolutely 35 miles an hour. I didn't know. I
Yeah.
thought that was like, yeah, we shouldn't, but if you do, it's okay.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah.
This is absolute.
We are adamant about having no skateboarding. Absolutely no skateboarding.
Absolutely, positively no skateboarding
Yes.
allowed.
Again, I just feel like we're using a lot of words that we don't need to do.
Yeah, a lot of extra words.
Just put no skateboarding allowed. That's it.
Yeah.
Because
free.
I don't know that the absolutely is stopping a 12-year-old from skateboarding. Hey, John, no skateboarding. I don't care. It's absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Let me pick that up.
Yeah, because I don't think the no skateboarding is probably stopping them. So throwing absolutely on there is just a waste. Waste of words.
No. So anyway,
They have their preset sign dimensions, and they're like, you know what? The no skateboarding allowed doesn't look right. We need something else on there.
Yeah.
We need one
The
more
sign
filler.
designer guy was like,
Yeah.
yeah, the feng shui's off on this sign.
Yeah.
maybe the salesman was getting paid by letter, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Man, we need to bump this up.
Yeah.
Like, this no skateboarding allowed. It's throw in absolutely. We're good to go." All right. Well, that was the last one I had.
All right. Well, I've got a number of weird products and ads that I've seen here too. So this was over Christmas. I'd gone into the calendar shop to get some people some calendars for Christmas, and there was a little gag section. So in the gag section, there was a number of animal-related calendars. One of them is the Stoner Sloths. So you
I like
get
the one
a
right below that.
yeah, but that's the pig Pilates. So you can get some pigs doing Pilates, and every month you can get a different Pilates pose or whatever.
I need a calendar. Could you pick one of these up for me?
Well, yeah, they might have them still. They've got a couple that are getting squirrely.
Squirrely.
One of them's driving around an acorn in his motorbike there.
That's a super extra large acorn, too.
Yeah. Well, it's fancy too, I believe. So.
Well, the one down below looks like he has some extra fancy nuts in that pan.
He's frying his.
He's frying his extra
Nut-
fancy nuts.
Oh, yeah. There's a cow one that says "not in the mood," and then there's a otter that says "in otter news."
Otters are mean. You got to watch them.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pig Pilates. I do like the pig
Big
Pilates.
Pilates. Yeah. So anyway, those are just some GAD calendars I had seen out and about. Now these next ones are like ads that I had gotten. On,
I get a lot of these Temu or Temu ads.
Well, okay, so this one is. I think this one is from X. Or formerly known as Twitter. A lot of
Yes.
these other ones
Thank
come
you for
from
clarifying.
Twitter. Well, yeah, I know you like to call that out. So. But this one is an ad for Temu, like Greg said. But the ad itself does not make me have any interest at all in using Temu. The ad is for Creative Pancake. They call it Creative Pancake Printing Stationery. But it's a tortilla. It's not even a
It is.
pancake.
It's not even a pancake.
It's not a pancake.
So maybe
and Mike,
you could get away with a
for those of you
crepe.
who don't know, Mike is a pancake aficionado.
I love my
I would
pancakes.
almost say a pancake snob.
I can be a snob, yeah.
He knows pancakes. I say that as a term of loving affection, actually. I would trust Mike on anything pancake related. If he said one was good, I would say that's
Yes.
good. If he said it's bad, I'm not touching it.
Well, and this
This
is
is bad.
blasphemous because this is not even a pancake. This is a tortilla.
It's not even a crepe.
No,
It's
it's
not
a
even in the pancake
tortilla.
family.
I love how it says free shipping, and for new app users only, 34 cents.
It's
You
cheap.
can get a tortilla pencil holder that holds about 8 pencils or pens.
And I guess
Why do you want this?
Is
at
the
all?
tortilla the paper? Because it's stationary.
Good point.
So you got to write on something.
Good point. I don't know.
And I like below that Temu Marketplace, shop like a billionaire.
Yes, billionaires carry around.
This is what they
Elon
shop
Musk
for.
all day long. Oh, give me another 12 of those. 10 of these.
I do not have enough
I am saving
pancake
money.
stationery that looks like a burrito.
SpaceX, we need more stationery. What are you doing buying that copier paper?
34
Pallets
cents.
of these burritos show up. We're saving money.
And they look like the cheapest pins you'd ever want to
Oh,
get,
yeah.
too. And why do you need 6 pins, too?
And instead of just carrying them around, you have to carry them in the burrito, the tortilla holder. The
Wrap 'em.
tortilla holder is way bigger than just carrying 6 pens in your pocket.
Yes, it is.
I don't get it at all.
This is much more
You go to
convenient.
Taco Bell and accidentally take a chomp into this thing.
I don't understand this at all. So anyway, there's that.
Well, that could be a good promo item for Taco Bell, though.
Well, good. You can double up your tacos and save your tortilla. Use it to hold your pens later. Just so dumb. That really is all there is to it.
Yes.
This next one is called film roll keychains. It says, our photo film roll keychains make the best gifts. They are super cute and they are a great way to keep your memories. So it's a little keychain of a Polaroid type camera, and you unroll it, and it's got
Well, it's
pictures.
like an old 35 millimeter canister of film.
Yeah. It's got your pictures that you can upload onto it, though. But why do you need this when you can just have your pictures on
On your phone.
Why do you need this at all?
Well, you may not have your phone with you, and you got your keys, though, and you want to look at them while you're sitting, somewhere, and you pull this thing
You
out.
can unroll your little film strip of pictures.
Okay, I know we've talked this. This is a little off topic, but I'm going to bring it around while we're talking. I have my laptop up here and stuff. I just got a pop-up ad for Temu. I have not.
Oh, it hurt us talking.
So
Yeah.
it begins.
I can get a "I love my wife" T-shirt.
Oh,
I've seen Elon wear these because he shops like a billionaire.
like a billionaire.
Yes, I'm sporting Temu today. But yeah, I just don't understand the keychain here. I think we can do away with that. We don't need the keychain.
Would Elon's have a picture of Grimes on it?
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that dynamic.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where
I
they're
think he's
at
got
now.
about like 12 kids though, or something like that. 8
I
kids.
think he does.
So anyway, there's the film roll if you're interested. The next one is coasters. It says, "Loving my new coasters. Which one is your favorite?" And you didn't know any better. It says
This goes with the extra fancy nuts.
it does. It says peckers on it. and with the word peckers, it has a bunch of birds.
Woodpeckers.
Yes.
And they have names.
Now you set your glass on my peckers.
Well, one of them's Harry.
Oh, like I thought you meant like bird names.
No.
That's even worse. I thought you meant like redheaded.
Well, a couple of them are, but there's Harry right in the middle.
Maybe that's a real woodpecker. What is
And then
that?
there's
It's the Harry Pecker. Why would you name a bird that? Why would you name it Harry?
Well, the one on the bottom
I
left
know
is
you
just-
said I want to get your initial reactions and you don't let us look at these pictures, but something like I need a heads up on this. I can't scroll to the left and just see Harry Pecker. I can't. Oh gosh. All right, sorry.
Oh,
I'm
no,
trying.
you're good.
I am better. I'm composed now.
That is that. If you guys go one more to the right,
Oh no! I'm
you'll
afraid-
see some boobies.
the blue-footed booby.
Red-footed.
I've seen blue-footed boobies in the wild.
There's a masked one.
Red-footed, blue-footed. I can't see what that is. What's that one? Peruvian. The Peruvian boobies. And something up at the top there. I don't know what that says. Nazi? I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, those are little
Coasters.
gag coasters, I guess, if you want to go a little further with that. So keeping on the birds for our next ad, this is a car ornament. It's of a little duck on a swing. He's swinging from the rear view mirror. Yeah, he's a little duck ornament, I guess, that you keep on your rear view mirror.
There's something I kind of like about him.
I like how it says, if you want a car ornament, check this out. It's just not even, there's no punctuation in there. Well, there is, but it's like.
There's no price.
Yeah,
There's
and
nothing.
it's like, well, okay, that's a car ornament.
Coolquack.shop. Shop now. So, I don't know.
Weird.
It is very
I've
weird.
seen this next one, and it's weird.
Okay, so you've seen these?
I saw somebody do a
goodness.
video of like two women put these on, and all they showed was their feet. And when they first showed it,
Yeah, I've seen these.
I'm
too.
like, it looked like, I'm like, what is this? Because it looked kind of like birds because it was on a dark background. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm watching. And then it was like, oh wait, it's
Yeah, that was my first reaction when I saw this. And that's the next like 4 or 5 of them are just different pictures of them. But it's long socks that go all the way up to your knee, and they have like bird legs on the front of them. So it looks like you've got bird legs.
Yeah.
Bird
See, I
feet.
have bird legs without these.
There's one picture in particular because it shows the women wearing them in different spots, doing different things. The last one is somebody doing a leg press at the gym in these bird leg socks. It's like, why?
Well, they're trying to build them up.
That's true, I guess. You got bird legs.
Pump some iron with those bird legs.
Yeah.
that's weird.
They just look so dumb. And the next one I got here, the last one, this one, it was like a random posture correction. Device.
Like
It's like
wrap or a brace.
It's like a brace, but it goes all the way around your whole body, from your lower back up through your chest, and then it tightens with these straps kind of in between your shoulder blades. I got this one, though, from the community notes. And if you don't use Twitter, the community notes are people who will go on and add context to a post. And the community notes on this one says, this video is a marketing strategy of a drop shipping outlet, which may get its products from platforms like AliExpress, which I have no idea what that is. Here's the next part, though. It says, be aware that there's a risk that products may be counterfeit, unfit for use, and lack of legal and safety compliance. So straight up, a lot of people have been scammed probably by this particular product. And I love how the community notes on the ad itself basically shut it down before you
Yeah.
before you even get too far.
Excuse me. I like correct your posture, make you more beautiful regardless of age. I'm going to put this on my
Make me more
infant.
beautiful. I get real long, luxurious hair, pouty lips.
Yeah.
Doug, what happened? I don't know.
Maybe some super fancy nuts.
Yeah.
extra, super large, extra fancy.
Yeah.
By wearing this product.
That could be painful. Poof. Oh. You can forget about breaking the Guinness Book of World Record of putting on 10 pairs of underwear.
Oh, that's
That
right.
is out of the question.
I was saying, I mean, all you need is, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I won't say it. But yeah, that's all my products here. Just weird stuff.
It is weird. All right. Well,
Did you buy one of each of these?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
wait till your birthday. You are going to have quite the birthday.
Hey, I'll feel like a billionaire.
Do you
will
prefer
feel like a
the
billionaire.
peckers or the boobies?
Oh, my
Neither.
gosh. All right.
I want Harry.
Maybe we can get Manscaping to give us a little money for the show.
Yes.
All right, let's get on to a few
goodness gracious.
slang here, and we'll wrap this up. This actually started because my wife heard something. I think it was my wife. I don't know. Heard something on the radio about this term, and they were wanting people to try to guess what it was. And so I looked it up, and then that got me down a rabbit hole of a bunch of slang, some Old English, some not, some are current. But I'll throw a few of these out here. So Herkle-Durkle. That was what they put out there. What is Herkle-Durkle?
Yeah, I just heard this one.
Yep. And I will just, this is from the Scottish language. It says from around 200 years ago. And Herkle-Durkle is to, let's do this. If you were, you probably are more prone to Herkle-Durkle on the weekend. Maybe Saturday. Saturday's a good Herkle-Durkle day. Basically, it's to lie in bed or lounge after it's time to get up or go to work. So they would say, oh, you Herkle-Durkle.
Yeah, Saturday's a good day for the Herkle-Durkle.
So there's one. In Australia, they have slang, a stubby holder. You're a stubby holder. That sounds like it could be very derogative name calling you, stubby holder. But it's not. It's an insulated beverage holder because a stubby is what they call a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
So they got the stubby holder.
I wonder if they make a Stanley Cup for that.
The stubby Stanley. Again, try to work these into your everyday conversations. All
So you
right.
can put your shower beer in a stubby holder.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that.
You have a stubby holder in the bathroom.
Well, you need it
In the shower.
probably- Yeah, you need it wherever you go. You need a portable stubby holder at all times.
Yeah.
You know, you could probably even put like your extra fancy nuts in your stubby holder.
You got a nut stubby holder and a beer stubby holder.
You do. All right. How about
Stubbies comes in all shapes and sizes.
your periwinky? You don't want to whack your periwinky because it'll hurt.
That sounds like one of the digits we had years ago.
It is. That's your little finger or toe. And you can, if you want to do it, you could also say, oh, my periwinky on my daddle is hurting.
Ooh.
Daddle was also another old Scottish word referring to hands. So periwinky and daddle.
Yeah, I think we need to bring back Old Scottish because that sounds like a very fun language.
It
to
does.
speak.
Yeah.
It does. Well, here's another one. There's three of them here. I'm going to throw them out there. See if you want to play at Rantum. It's Rantum Scantum. What about, or maybe a little couch quail? Or how about some rump scuttle and clapper de pooch?
Ooh.
These are all terms for making whoopee, getting a little amorous. Then they're from the 1600s, like 1684. That was the famous. It was Rumpelscuttle and Clapper de Pooch. And then it says from 1667 they would use Rantum Scantum. So Valentine's Day's coming up. Maybe you can find a card.
Yes.
My dear, it's been a fortnight since we've Rumpelscumple and Clatter de Pooch. Maybe we can do some Rantum Scatum on Valentine's Eventide.
Was it Rumple what?
Rumpelscuttle
Rumpelscuttle.
and Clapper de Pooch.
And what was the beer holder?
That was a stubby.
Oh, stubby, not scuttle.
Yeah, no. Stubby holder.
A stubby holder. So if you got a stubby holder,
got your stubby
you
holder.
can have your drink while you rumple.
That would have to be something you work out with your significant other if they would be.
And you can have your
okay with
coaster
that.
on the table to put it on.
Yeah,
Maybe some extra fancy nuts.
I think we set the mood.
So after that, we've got a few other ones here. I found there was another website that was linked to that one. And, of course, you know how that goes. You're like, oh. A taradiddle.
This is like a drum rudiment. Because there's a paradiddle.
Nope, this is a taradiddle. Let's say some people may say the stuff we're talking about tonight, we're just a bunch of taradiddle.
Nonsense.
That's exactly it. Nonsense. It says it can also be used for bogus or a lie. So if somebody's
That's
lying
taradiddle.
to you, here's one. Pronk. P-R-O-N-K.
Pronk.
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 You say. People may say we're a pronk.
We're
don't
a
know.
pronk?
We could be.
Or a joke.
Some people do. It's a weak or foolish individual. So we could be called foolish, I would suppose. Fubsy.
Fubsy.
What does that sound familiar?
It does.
I feel like I.
Fubsy.
That man's Fubsy. Look at that Fubsy.
Fat.
Means you're squat or portly.
That's
am
why.
Fubsy.
I am pretty
Fubsy.
Fubsy. My doctor said that one time.
He said
that's
you're
where.
Fubsy?
Yeah, that's where that came from.
It's on your chart.
Yeah.
Mike is Fubsy.
All right. If I said, man, Mike, really absquatulate out of here.
What?
Absquatulate.
Hurry.
Says to flee or leave abruptly. So the next time you just leave is I got to absquatulate and just take off. Get out. A couple more here and we'll wrap it up. There's 105 on this website, so we'll revisit this again. But fartlick.
I hope that's L-E-K or something like
It
that.
is L-E-K.
L-I-C-K.
It's not what you can do after you've eaten beans and it's been super cold outside. You can't go fartlick it. You might be able to, but that's not what this word means.
Fartlick.
Yeah, if somebody say, oh, he's out, look at him out there in the road, fartlick. He's out there doing some fartlick.
Standing?
No. It's a type of endurance training where they switch from running, they
To
switch
changing
between
underwear?
sprinting and jogging. Yeah, fartlick. So it's a type of training where they switch between sprinting and jogging. They're going to do some fartlick. I don't know who comes up with these or why, but that's...
So when you are actively doing that, does that mean you're fart licking?
You are fartlicking.
Okay.
And the last one we have here... Sorry, I'm kidding.
His phone's buzzing.
I'm getting a call here.
Let's answer it.
I will not.
Sorry, I'm going to have the ab squatch here.
That's
Yeah.
right. Shoot, I'm trying to find this last one, and I cannot find it. Oh, we've had that one before. I don't know. I lost it. I can't find it. So I apologize. I had one more here.
Now you're going to leave us on the edge of our seat.
There it is. There it is.
This dead time's great.
This whole, isn't it? This was a bumfuzzle.
Bumfuzzle.
Yes. That means
Screw up?
to, confuse, perplex, or fluster. So this whole last word, this whole last segment might be a bumfuzzle. Our whole podcast is a bumfuzzle.
It's usually a bumfuzzle.
We have a complete bumfuzzle. So, that was it. That was the last of mine. You guys got anything else before we wrap it up?
I have no slang.
All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the show as we threw this all together.
Yeah.
We hope you're tuning in 7 days.
At least we're back on a normal schedule.
We're
I'm
on a
happy
normal
about
schedule. I think we've went like 4 days in a row where we haven't been sick, as far as I know.
It. Yeah.
It's a record. So, hey, take a deep breath. Don't get offended out there. Relax. Life is too short to get upset, to get mad about anything. What's the matter, Greg? You're looking over there. Is it not recording?
No, it's good.
You had a look on your face like, oh my gosh, don't tell me it didn't record.
No, I had to move the laptop a little bit, and I can't see the button to control the on off and stuff.
Well, we hope we didn't bumfuzzle you all out there too much with this episode, and we hope you're tuning in 7 days. Until then, see ya
later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.